Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are doing fine. I'm also doing absolutely fine. So today I'm going to tell you in this session about the Excel formatting, charts, and basics of Excel. So let us move ahead to my Excel and let me tell you. Because we know that before this financial modeling you want to understand, you have to understand the basics of Excel. Although the Excel is quite advanced, and if you want to learn the advanced version, you can check those courses out. But for now, I'll be telling you the basics of Excel, how to format Excel, format things in Excel, and that's it. So let us go ahead and do a few basics, formatting and all. Okay, let me take you to my Excel and then, okay. So here is where I am on my course. So Excel basics, formatting, reports and charts. So let's go to my income statement, right? So let me just, for just for reference sake, let me just take this as 20 x1, 20 x2, 20 x3, so 20 x4. I'm just taking a raw formatting. So see, it is automatically going on and doing the formatting task for me, but not the final formatting. So I'll do that in front of you in this entire video so that you are able to see. So 20x5. So these are the 5 years which I want to take. Now, the first thing in terms of formatting that I want to do is this appears to be very, very small. So what I want to do is I want to bring it to the same format. So what I'll do, I'll select here Arial. Okay, I'll let it be Arial. And just a minute. So let me just bring it in the same format, Arial. Okay, I'll just let it be an 18. So I'll just select 1/8 in this, just right behind, right besides it. There is the font size. So yes, now it is in the same font size, right? So this looks better, but it is not yet well formatted. So let me arrange. So whenever I'm trying to put a financial statement, I want to tell my whosoever is looking at my financial model or my financial statement, I want to tell that what is the format of these figures. So I'll just write above that I'm taking dollars in millions, right? Dollar in million, right? Or I can say dollar in, or I can just write dollar, single inverted comma, single comma, and then thousands, which means that these figures will be dollars in thousands. So let's say this is 50,000 crore, 50,000 whatever, and then we can. So now you see this entire thing is going to be a problematic area because these figures are coming to be very small. Now how to format these figures? Very, very simple. Sir, what I do is that I select this entire thing. Let me just select. So I want to select the whole row. I'll just click on the row name or on the column name, sorry. So row is vertical, column is horizontal. So I'll select the entire column. Then what you need to do is you need to select shift plus your right arrow, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I can do, I can give it the correct font size, which I think would be 16. Yes, sir. 16 would be fine. So 50,000. Then, sir, cost of goods sold. So let me take this as 25,000. Let my COGS be 50%, right? Which is the cost of goods sold. Wait. So 50,000. Now, what is the growth in percentage? So I'll tell that to you later. What is the meaning of this growth percentage where as we move along? But right now we are just focused on the formatting part. Now, gross profit, as we know that revenue minus COGS, that is cost of goods sold, is my gross profit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a formula over here. So I'm going to also, there will be a next masterclass would be on formulas in Excel. But as of now, I'm just going to show you how I do it. So revenue minus, so physically what I'm doing is I'm putting a minus, revenue minus COGS. So very simple, sir. Revenue minus COGS. So this is my gross profit, right? Then I want to find out what is my SG&A. So let us assume that it is 5,000, right? Now, let us assume that it is 20,000 selling in. So this is entire operating expense. Then I want to find out my operating income. So gross profit minus operating expense is my operating income. Interest expense. So generally what we do is we take this interest income as a percentage of the loan that we have taken. So I'll just take it to be 10%. I'm assuming you can take an assumption. There'll be a separate master class on assumption as well. But as of now, you can just take this, right? Okay. 10% of, let's assume 10% of 1 million. So let us assume you've taken a loan of 1 million. And since these figures are in thousands, so I'll just divide it by 1000. So that comes to be 100, right? If we assume that you've taken a loan of 10 million, then what I do, one more zero, simple, 1000. Now, what is my pre-tax income, which is operating income? See, interest is always tax deductible. If you've done prior finance in your courses, if you've done finance, so you would know that interest is a tax deductible expense. So simple sir, pre-tax income comes at 4,000. What is the income tax expense? So I take the tax rate at 30%. So this is a standard assumption of 30%. In different economies and different countries, there could be different tax rates, but I am taking a standard assumption of 30%. So my tax expense is 4,000 multiplied by 30%. To multiply, I put a star sign. How to put a star sign? Press shift and 8. So that gives you 1200. Now, sir, what is my net income here? So which is pre-tax income minus income tax expense. Sir, 2800 is my pre-tax income. Now, what is my EB, interest earning before interest and tax? So, sir, very simple, 2800 plus income tax plus interest. Yes, sir. Then what I can do, find out my depreciation. So again, very important, depreciation and amortization. So there'll be a class on master class on what is balance sheet and what is income statement. So that is where I'm going to tell you what is depreciation, what is amortization. So you'll have to wait for that, but I'll take depreciation as 100, amortization as 100. So just assuming that those are the numbers. So 5,000 minus 100 minus 100. So that is 4,800. Sir, but there is one problem. Does it look very well structured? No, sir. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of this. Now, this is where your formatting starts. I'm going to select all of this. And the first thing that I'm going to do, so what you can do is you can do a lot of things using Excel. You can format as a table. You can do conditional formatting as well. But we'll not go to conditional formatting. We'll just do format as a table and we'll select a format. We can select a format, or simply what we can do, we can select this. I want all borders. So I'll just select this, all borders. Now, one more thing that I would want, or if your manager wants it that way, like if I am a manager, say at a firm, at say BCG, McCain or McKinsey, BCG or Big Fours, if I am a manager, I would want my my staff, the person who's there working with me, to present it this way, where the different years are in highlights. The borders should be highlighted, right? And the overall border should also look highlighted. So this to me looks much better to the eye. So this is just pure formatting. Now what I want to do is I want to say what is the percentage of sales. Now what I want is I want to show all the percentages in a particular color. Say, let us assume, okay, this income statement, how to put a color to any cell. So just select those cells wherever you want to put the color. Just below your font size will be this fill color option. So you can select it and give it any color that you want. I can give it this color, the same color, or what I can do, I can give it this color also. I can give it some other color also, but I think this color looks just absolutely fine. But what I want the specific percentages to be of a specific color, which I want it to be light yellow. So I'll just do this. Percentage of sales should be of a specific color. So I can just select this. Then again, I come down and again I select this. Then again, percentage. Again, I come down. So wherever there is a percentage, I want this to be, because you when you're looking at a financial model, you want to know what percentage is it. And I want to highlight that if I'm saving some cost, like what is the percentage that I'm able to reduce the cost every year. So this is how I'm going to show it to my manager. So whenever you are going to work, whenever you're going to work in a big four setting, it is going to be very, very important that your manager looks at your formatting and says, yes, this is the kind of formatting I want. Because, I speak to my students who are managers, who are VPs, who are CFOs, and they're like, we are spending so much of time on formatting something a certain way. So this is definitely something that you do not want. Okay. One more thing, whenever you are giving a statement or something, you can give a check, right? So to have a check, you can use different borders. So top and double bottom border. So this is again could look good for your check. For example, if I want to check whether balance sheet and balance sheet asset and liabilities total. So I can give a check. I can just write over here, check. And then this would look much better. And then I can just, right? So this is the kind of formatting that typically people at Big Fours and people at, Goldman and all those things, they look at these things. What we used to do, we used to take big data, huge amounts of data, and then we would present it in such a manner that, they would feel that, yes, some work has been done on this, regardless of the fact that there would be no work done. But yet we would present it in a manner that would look like that we've done some work on it. I hope this masterclass on formatting has been to your okay. One more thing which I want to talk to you is, suppose this is an income statement. Now you don't want it to be left aligned. You can change the alignment. You can make it center aligned, or the years you don't want them to be aligned. Select all of them, make them center aligned. Okay. This could also look well. Okay, suppose I want to merge 2000 X4 and X5. So simple, merge and center. It will say merging cells only keep upper left value and discard the other. So upper left it is going to keep. So X4 it is going to keep. I'll say okay. So yes, done. And if I want to go back, just press Control Z and we are back, right? Just press Control Z and we are back. So I hope this class has been okay. Suppose I write a large long thing that there is a slight deficiency on the part of financial controls, right? Now, sir, this is covering so many cells, right? But it is there in just one cell. Now I want it to be in one cell, yet I want to show it as a one full cell. So what I can do, just press merge and center, wrap text, and increase the size of this cell, just size of the column. Increase the size of the column. You want it left aligned, you can have it left aligned. You can bold it, Control B, and you can even color it red. So you want to signify something that there's a deficiency on part of financial controls. So here is how you can show it, maybe bottom or above. Also, you can show a color coding. For example, yellow stands for percentages. Yellow stands for percentages, right? You can do a color coding as well. And yellow with a text. Yellow with a text stands for text, which is in red stands for a remark, right? So that this kind of color coding also. So when we are doing audit and we are trying to find out the samples, so this color coding really helps, right? You can also do a blue, you can also do a green, so depending on what you want to signify with that color, right? So I hope this masterclass has been of help to you. As we move along, I'm going to tell you more about formatting. Okay, so this was about formatting. Also, see, if I look at what reports I can get. So if I have huge data, I can get a pivot report as well. Pivot table I can make. I'll just show you how in the next coming classes. I'll show you how to get this report, right? Also, what you can do, you can also from this this data, suppose my revenue growth is 5,000, 50,000, then it goes to 70,000, then it goes. So I'll put a model that it grows by 10% every year, 1.10, right? So I can just copy this and paste it, right? So I know that my revenue growth is over here. So how much of revenue has grown? So I can do it like 55,000 minus 50,000 divided by 50,000, right? And that's the amount of revenue. So I know that it grows by 10% every year, but this is going to be a different thing. So let me put it this way: 70,000, 80,000, then 100,000, right? What I can do, I can just find it in it's coming out in decimal, so it could again be a problem for you. So you can simply select percentage from here, and this becomes 27%, again sir 14%, and then again 25%. So I hope that solves your point, that solves your purpose, right? Yes. Now what I can also do is that I can take these numbers and insert a chart. Yes, I want to insert a line chart, right? So that is the growth percentage chart. It's very simple. So now this is a kind of report. You can have this as well. You can have colored reports also, right? A lot of formats in which you can have such reports, right? So this looks better, or you can have this as well. So growth percentage again. So this is how, nice little graphics can be shown, right? So where it goes from, right? So what I can do is, yes, so 0.25, 0.10. So it grows 27%, then it comes down 14%, again it grows 25%. So I hope that has been of help to you. I'll see you next time. Till then, bye bye, take care. Namaskar. Thank you.